Well, Tiffany, since we have this nice hole dug, I thought it would be a good idea to demonstrate the planting of a balled and burlap tree. How does this differ from a containerized tree?
Sure. Usually the balled and burlap, you can get them quite large, so a lot of times they're larger than the containerized trees, and then you have a lot more packing material that comes as opposed to a containerized tree, which just has the plastic bucket you basically pull off. With this, you've got wire, you've got twine and burlap, and all of this needs to be removed before the tree is planted.
Okay. So you really have to remove all of this? Won't the roots just go through it?
Recent research has shown that the roots actually don't go through this. This green treated burlap doesn't break down. The wire is not breaking down and actually prevents the roots from growing out, and they'll actually start girdling in there. So now new science is saying it's best to remove everything, all the packing material off of this tree. So now that we've pulled back a lot of this material here, before we go any further, we want to do what we did with our containerized tree, and that's find the root flare. Again, a lot of times these are planted too deep. When the machine pulls them out of the ground, a lot of times it compresses the soil and actually pushes it further up on the trunk. So it's really important that we find that root flare before we go any further.
So we've taken the time now to find the root flare on this, and that's going to pay off later for this tree. I think now we're ready to put it in the hole, right?
Yep, and we've purposely left, we cut the bottom of the wire, so when we lift it up, the bottom stays there, but we've left the handle parts on, so we have something to lift this up into. And this is where you're going to want to have your second or even third person help with this. Like I said, this tree, my guess is somewhere around 300 to 350 pounds, so it's going to take some strong backs. Now with the burlap, we're going to have to cut it, but we want to get as much of this material out as possible.
So we've got the hole filled in. What's next?
Next, we're going to mulch. All right, as a following touch, you're going to want to water your tree in, and you're going to want to use about 15 gallons of water. If you have a 5-gallon bucket, just remember to fill that up 3 times and spread it around the tree to really soak it in. It'll help the soil settle, it'll help the tree settle, and it gives it the water that it needs for its start.
All right, well, thank you very much, Tiffany.
Thank you, Sam.
For more forestry information, be sure and visit our website. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the woods.